Hello, Jimmy. In school, you were James L. Armstrong. That's how I knew you. But for short, we used to call you Jimmy. I believe your birthday is approaching, and I've been asked to say a few words in connection with that. First of all, going back to St. Joseph's, I forget the year in which you passed out, but you were there between 1943 and 48 during Father Jakes' time. He was there for 5 years, and you were one of his students at that particular moment. To go back to school, I remember you as James Armstrong, and and your parents used to live, I think, on Armstrong Road. Then you were, I don't think you were born there. You must have been a day scholar. And I remember you in class 8 and 9. Class 9 was senior Cambridge and high school. Class 8, I taught you chemistry, not physics, because physics was taken by another gentleman called Theo de Mello, and you learned nothing under him, because big boys would worry him and say, "Sir, free period," and very kindly he gave free period. The result is you learned no physics during that period, and I was stuck with you all in the 9th standard, teaching you 2 years of physics. Of course, the chemistry I had finished teaching you all. Then, after that, after finishing school, I think you went to, you took a law degree, worked with John D'Souza, and then left for Calcutta. In Calcutta, you joined a legal firm called Dignam and Company, and you also took up as a pastime fencing. I still remember your pictures in this fencing uniform to protect you all being from the opponent's sword. I know what it was, the sword. So after that, I think you left for Australia. No, before that you must have got married, because you used to see Mari. That was Mari Fermi. Mari Fermi, I think. Mari Fermi, because her sister was Pat Fermi, and you used to meet her at the Catholic Club. You must have got married in Bangalore, I don't remember that. But eventually you left for Australia and settled in Melbourne. I forget the address. From there you used to write regularly to me, and your first experience was to get your son into the school in Melbourne. And when you took him to the Catholic school, the first thing the principal asked you was, were you a Catholic? So you were quite astounded with that. You said, what has that got to do with entrance of my son in the school? He said, I was in St. Joseph's, and there my friends were Hindus, Parsis, Anglo-Indians, and the rest. She said, we made no distinction between students. All of our friends of ours. So I don't see why that question is being raised as to if I'm a Catholic. Anyways, that went by. Then later, I think you joined some firm there, a legal firm, and you were some legal representative, and moving, touring all over the place. You touched down in Bangalore also, and stayed with Lucy and Jama. Very often I think you came into Bangalore, but I don't recall you having met me there. You might have come into my residence on Restaurants Road. then I can't think of anything else now. Oh, I remember your keen, besides your scholastic studies, you're very keen in dramatics. In fact, we had a St. Joe's ADS, Amateur Dramatic Society, and you were the kingpin there, ably assisted by Olga Lynn and her mother, Dr. Mrs. DeCosta. And Dr. Mrs. DeCosta at her age would come and direct the plays and stay till quite late at night in the concert hall. Incidentally, the concert hall is still there, that building. The other part of St. Joe's has been demolished and rebuilt. But the concert hall remains the same, concert hall and the small dome. I'll remind you of some of the plays you all put up. One was the importance of being earnest by, and I think George Armstrong was one of the players there. Then we had there's a boy called Desmond. He was quite a good actor. Then the girls were Rita Pacheco and Barbara Bernard. Barbara Bernard is married to Tony Thomas, and she is now Mrs. Thomas. So these were after importance of being earnest, you had a play called Beyond the Horizon by the author was Eugene O'Neill, and the little child taking part was Gailing Sousa. Gailing Sousa is now settled in Bangalore and doing some work for looking after visiting elderly people. After Beyond the Horizon, I think there was another play called Time in the Conways. The author was J.B. Priestley. If you remember Henry Morrison, he was the president of the OB at the time, and he couldn't make head or tail of that play, Time in the Conways, and so was I. I didn't know what it was all about. Actually, it dealt with people who were friends, they got married and dispersed, went to different places. Then, much later in life, they all connected again, and they were relating their lifetime from the time they met till the time they returned. So it was quite a mix-up as far as I was concerned. So that was your part of your life in Bangalore, studies, dramatics, and then law. As I said, you went to Calcutta, and from Calcutta you migrated to Australia, and from there you were representing some legal firm, I think, and used to come periodically into Bangalore. I believe it's your birthday will be coming up soon, so I wish you a very happy birthday. I don't know how old or how young you'll be, but I just completed 96. So see if you can reach that age and be healthy. The few pictures I saw of you showed that you had put on too much weight. I would say you're obese, and so I suppose you have health problems there. I'm sorry to hear about Mari. Fermi, because she was quite a pleasant girl as far as I knew, but unfortunately she's got various problems, various health problems, and she was eventually put into old age home. So I hope she's feeling better, and you could remember me to her. She probably knows who I am. So that's all, Jimmy, for the time being. I've said what I have to say. A very happy birthday, and wishing both you and your children all the best. I hope Shirin and Mark, your son, are able to visit the mother at times, because she must be very lonely in that home. So that's all I have to say. Bye.